Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. Here is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. I know many of you are waiting for a fourth stimulus payment, but there are currently 3 different ways to receive a new stimulus check. There are multiple lawmakers that are ready to include a 4th round of stimulus payments into President Joe Biden's new spending bill. This Friday, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. Please enter my giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and also leaving a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. Dozens of lawmakers in the House of Representatives and the Senate think Americans should get a 4th stimulus relief payment. And according to Yahoo Finance, if you want to receive another payment to help cover your bills and pay down debt, more federal money may already be out there. Here are a few ways to get what might be considered a fresh stimulus check without having to wait for Congress to pass new legislation. In the 2 most recent crisis relief bills, the one from March and an earlier one signed in December, Congress approved a total of $46.6 billion in emergency aid for tenants who cannot afford their rent. The National Low-Income Housing Coalition calls the amount of support available for renters unprecedented. You qualify for help if you can show that crisis has impacted your ability to pay rent or utilities, and that you're facing a risk of homelessness. Renters can get up to 18 months of assistance to cover both missed and future rent. Here are a couple of examples of what that looks like in the states. Eligible renters in Texas can receive as much as $4,600 a month. In Illinois, they can get lump sums of up to $25,000. The funds are being distributed by more than 400 state and local agencies.
Okay, a couple of updates for you at the top here. Second, the EO will directs the USDA to issue new rules defining when meat can bear product of the USA labels so that consumers have accurate, transparent labels that enable them to know where their food comes from and to choose to support American farmers and ranchers. Something I learned that I found a little outrageous, we'll see what you all think, is that under current labeling rules, most grass-fed beef labeled product of USA is actually raised and slaughtered abroad and then imported to the U.S. for processing. The President and the USDA believe it is unfair for domestic farmers and ranchers to have to compete with foreign companies that are misleading consumers. Third, the EO directs USDA to develop a plan to increase opportunities for farmers to access markets and receive a fair return, including supporting alternative food distribution systems like farmers markets and developing standards and labels so that consumers can choose to buy products that treat farmers and agricultural workers fairly. These are just a few examples of actions USDA will take under the new executive order and in the entire federal government's mission, which will be help move forward through this executive order to help increase opportunities for small and independent businesses, to boost their earnings, and to lower prices, increase options for consumers. I think I have one more item. Yes, a number of you had asked me on the last trip I was on if we could do a little more to preview trips farther in advance. So I'm going to try to do that today. As you all know, tomorrow the President will travel to Crystal Lake, Illinois, which is located in the district of Congresswoman Lauren Underwood. There he will visit McHenry County College, a community college that has a workforce development program and a child care center, programs which his Build Back Better agenda invests in, and the American Families Plan, we've talked quite a bit in here, has proposals in. As the President presses for the bipartisan infrastructure framework, he's also pressing ahead on a dual track for the full breadth and scope of the Build Back Better agenda, which includes his critical climate priorities and the American Families Plan. The President's Build Back Better agenda provides a once-in-a-generation investment in the foundations of middle-class prosperity, education, healthcare, and childcare, from making education more affordable and expanding key provisions like the child care tax credit to providing economic security through programs like paid leave to families. The President will continue advancing his entire economic agenda to build back better. Congresswoman Underwood, many of you may know, is a registered nurse, health policy expert, and committed advocate for expanding access to high-quality, affordable health care, which the Build Back Better agenda accomplishes by permanently lowering health insurance premiums for those who build coverage on their own, saving families an average of $50 per person per month. As a result, 9 million people would save hundreds of dollars per year on their premiums, and 4 million uninsured people would gain coverage. He'll also, of course, engage with elected officials on the ground. We'll have an update for you as the schedule is being finalized on that.
Though the crisis ushered in ultra-low mortgage rates that have showered certain homeowners with refinance savings, many others are still struggling to make their house payments. If you are having trouble staying current on your mortgage and worry you might be headed for delinquency or even foreclosure, the government has money to help. President Biden's crisis rescue package from March created a $10 billion homeowner assistance fund with a minimum of $50 million appropriated for each state. You can apply for money through your state's housing agency. To get your share of the funds, you will have to provide evidence that you're under financial stress due to this crisis. And if you are eligible, if you earn no more than 150% of your area's median income, and as long as your loan balance does not exceed $548,250. Starting this July 15th, the IRS will send out monthly payments to nearly 30 million households under a temporary expansion of the child tax credit. The expanded credit, which was included in the stimulus bill that President Biden signed in March, offers families $250 a month for each child ages 6 to 17, and $300 a month for every kid younger than the age of 6 for the rest of the year. These checks will provide half of the credit for 2021. Then the rest can be taken as refunds when parents file income taxes next year. If your family has submitted a return this year, the IRS should have enough information to provide your child credit payments automatically. The tax agency recently introduced a portal where households can check their eligibility for the cash. Scores of federal lawmakers, and as well as over 2.5 million petition signers, have made the case that many Americans still require financial assistance due to this ongoing disruption from this crisis. Some proposals call for at least one more conventional stimulus check. Others seek regular payments of up to $2,000 or want checks to be sent out automatically in response to certain financial triggers. Supporters of additional relief say households need it to cover the essentials, such as food and housing. But surveys have found that the last stimulus checks were mostly used to reduce debt or invest in stocks. The Democrats who control Congress could include a fourth stimulus check in a new multi-trillion-dollar spending bill that they hope to pass using a budget trick that would let them sidestep Republicans. In a press conference after announcing the agreement had been reached between lawmakers, President Biden said the bipartisan deal only represented one half of his economic plan, and he wanted to get to work right away on the care economy proposals that would be included in a reconciliation bill that would not have any GOP support. He promised the two bills would move in tandem. Republican lawmakers were quick to denounce the idea of an infrastructure and reconciliation bill together, even though they have less votes than Democrats in the Senate, and therefore cannot block a reconciliation bill via filibuster. Also, despite Joe Biden's walkback, many Democratic lawmakers remain adamant in passing a budget reconciliation bill alongside the bipartisan infrastructure plan. I myself definitely think that lawmakers should use a budget reconciliation process to pass a spending bill. Our lawmakers should also include a fourth stimulus check for millions of Americans. That is the end of the video for tonight. I greatly appreciate you being here today. I hope you found this helpful, and don't forget to enter my $75 Amazon gift card giveaway, which is scheduled for this Friday. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very blessed Tuesday.